welcome back to the channel. Natsu here once again. This time around we have a movement guide for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The reason why I'm making this guide is because I'm seeing people asking me and having confusion how to move in this guide, right? So I will start from the super basic and then I will go in depth. So over here in this guide I will show you how to dash, run, and also use the rotate button or changing planes, right? So anyways, if you hold forward you can walk forward, right? If you hold back you can walk back, right? As easy as that, right? Now let me show you how to dash right now. Now if you twice forward 2 times really fast, you will do a dash. Now the dash range will differ from character to character, right? Because if you dash back twice you will do a back dash, okay? Again, the range will be different from character to character, right? Now if you type twice forward and after you tap twice forward you hold it, you leave it, then you can go over and run, okay? So that's the way you can run in this game. Now there's other characters that won't be able to run, so it depends, but you can see for example Wamu, right, that he cannot run but his dash is really fast, right? So if you tap forward a lot of times, right, you will do what's called a wave dash, and this works for this kind of character, okay? So always remember that, because there's some characters that cannot run and others that can. But if they cannot run, normally what happens is that they are able to wave dash by tapping forward a lot of times in a row, and then you can move around the screen like that. Also, there's some characters that sometimes might be better to dash like this than instead of running, because their running speed isn't that fast. But again, that depends on the character. But you see, another interesting about dashes is that if you dash, right, you can hit a button and the dash will stop altogether. The same thing applies for running, okay? But the thing is that if you try to do a back dash, it will not work. So keep in mind that it will only work, right, if they're dashing forward or running forward, that you can use a normal and it will stop the momentum of the character altogether. By the way, some characters have different dashes. For example, Iggy can air dash in the air. That's what their name, air dash. But if you want to know what your character can do, if they have a special property of the dash, you can go to command list and go to the movement option. If it has like a forward or back, usually that's the dash input, and that's what they're explaining to you, like, hey, he can do this, etc, etc. Okay, let's talk about jumping, because people might overlook this option, but there's things I want to go about this, right? Now you can jump forward and back. You will hold up forward or up forward and it will go up forward, right? If you go up backwards, it will go up back, right? If you go neutral jump, right, only jump, it will be on that direction. You won't go to left or right, right? Now you can do cross-ups by jumping forward over your opponent, right? Now I want you to know this, right? I'm doing a dash and then I'm jumping, and you can see that the height of my jump is way lower than a normal jump. This is what is called a dash jump, right? And by using this option you have more mobility, right? And you have other jumping setups or tricks. See, I'm able to cross up over there, right? If I were to do a normal jump from that range, I won't be able to reach my opponent, because again, the jump forward, the dash and then the jump will make it so that my height is smaller, right? If I do a normal jump, I will be a little bit higher. You can see this, right? I hope that makes sense. So in few words, if you want to do like a short jump, right, you dash and then jump, and it will do that. Keep in mind that you need to do the dash first and then the jump, technically like really fast, right? So you get that height. If you don't do that, then a normal jump will appear. So those are the difference between the jumpings. Okay, so let's talk about the rotate button or dash button, right? This button allows you to move between the planes. So if you hit the X button, you can see that it will go upwards. If you hit down an X, it will go towards you, toward the screen, right? And you can use this to avoid projectiles. And also for movement, you can dash and then do this, right? You can see that I'm doing it, right? And I will be showing you this, that you can use it on against projectiles, and this is the way that you will beat characters like Whole Horse, Kaioken or Dio, etc, etc. Any character that has you know, fireballs. So for example, let's go and see this. See, I'm able to do it. I can do it super late, and I can, you know, do the dash. That way I can get so that I will avoid it. But keep in mind that if you are hitting the wall and you're trying to go towards the wall, you will get hit. So in that case, you need to go and move and dodge the other way around. You know, instead of going up because you're against the wall. In this case, you go down X so you can evade it, right? See, you can move around. And I know online is kind of hard to it, but the timing for this, you don't need to be super specific. If you want to do it super late, you can do it like I'm showing over here. But yeah, you don't need to do that altogether. See, and keep in mind that the same implementation that you can cancel your dash to attack button, you can do it also for the dodge. So yeah, that will be about it. Now I'm going to show you something else about this you know, feature or a mechanic. To be honest, that's the name of this, the mechanic, because there's things that people don't know about it, and you can use it, and now you'll know why you need to use it and how it works. Now, besides being able to use it to avoid projectiles, you can use this also in strings. So for example, when Dio does that, I can do the dodge by all together, and it will, you know, it will avoid it. Now sometimes depending on the character, you can punish afterwards, right? But some characters cannot do it. But even though if you cannot attack afterwards, right, you will be able to go over and start your pressure at least. So let's do this once again so you can see this. And I'm able to avoid it, right? So you see in this case that I'm not able to reach because of the normals, but a different character will be able to do this. So yeah, that's the way that you can use it also defensively in strings. You can also avoid some special moves like this also. I didn't show that example, but again, that will need you to go in the training room and test this out. But yeah, that would be all about movement. I hope this guide helped you because I know a lot of people are struggling with this. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. I'm always gonna answer them, even though if I might take 3 days or 4 days. I apologize for that. My time is limited. But anyways, guys, as always, like and subscribe. More content is coming up, and yeah, take care.